That's why a puzzle is what it is. You just got to keep trying pieces till you find one that fits.
Gloria and her mother, Geraldine, spend a lot of time trying to solve puzzles. At 54, Gloria is the full-time caregiver to her mother with vascular dementia.
Wonder if they ever put it together after it was put apart.
While Geraldine is more highly functioning than many dementia patients, her care is extensive and never-ending.
Some days it's really hard, especially when she gets forgetful, and she says, "Why am I here?" Or what day it is. We try and make light of it as best we can.
Somebody gave me that bear, and I don't know who it was anymore.
Stacy.
Stacy, I guess.
But it's tough. Although Gloria does work outside the home 3 days a week,
I have like a little task board over there.
she manages daily care for her mother.
Tomato.
She bathes her mother, helps her in the bathroom,
Mom, how much do you want?
cooks for her, and manages her medicine.
A little bit?
Sometimes it is as if her life at 54 is not her own.
Yeah, it is hard because, I just would like to go do things that other people my age do, get out, go shopping, go traveling, and I don't do much of that anymore. Let's take this off.
Gloria is fortunate in another way. She has the financial and emotional support of other family members. And she has arranged for outside help several days a week so that she can resume her own life. People who partner with caregivers say that's the only way to survive it.
It really takes its toll on your body, and your body will send out signals, and those signals will lead to behavioral, emotional, or even physical stress that can really affect who you are and what you're doing.
Right?
Caregivers are at great risk for burnout, which can include social withdrawal, depression, irritability, and a host of health problems.
Okay.
It is important for caregivers to accept help when it's offered, to make time for themselves, and to get adequate sleep. The job of caring for a dementia patient is a never-ending, lonely task, especially as the disease progresses.
Patience, a lot of patience, and dealing with personal care stuff. It's hard, and there's accidents sometimes, and you just gotta have to suck it up and do it.
A lot of people that have dementia are really ashamed to say, I have dementia. But it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a disease. And you have to understand that it is a disease, and it's okay to have this disease. We didn't ask for it.
A decade ago, Harry Urban of East Petersburg was diagnosed with dementia. He has Alzheimer's, days that are good and bad, and a fighting spirit.
I've been living this for 10 years. I mean, I can tell you the nightmares I have. I can tell you the fears I have. I can tell you how many nights I cried and I prayed that it was over.
With a family history of Alzheimer's, when he began to notice things, it gave him pause.
I went to the same barbershop up the street here for the last, I don't know how many years. I forgot how to get there. Now, I was still driving at the time. I would get lost.
He just knew he had dementia. And soon his doctors knew it too.
It seems like you get diagnosed and you make that leap into the end stage, and I wasn't ready for that.
Harry didn't slip into a state of despair. Instead, he got to work on the internet. Harry decided to share his experience of dementia with a Facebook online group called Forget Me Not.
I don't know how to get into any of this stuff.
Then he and his wife Hazel created a webpage called Dementia Mentors, where dementia patients are able to talk to and take comfort from other dementia patients.
All these videos are made by people that have dementia.
Even if they forget how to type, a simple click of the mouse can connect them with the world.
We try to update these videos every week.
His work on the internet is a radical, life-affirming task, not often seen in dementia patients.
I hope to show the progression of this disease. Like you could tell when I'm having a bad day because my spelling is off, my grammar is off, things like that. But it's the disease. It's not meant to be a polished book.
In many ways, a lot like life.
Harry, was there anything in particular that you wanted to address?
The dementia patients who connect through Harry say he gives them a new sense of purpose and hope.
We lost so much, We don't want to lose our identity. We don't want to lose our integrity, you know, because once you take that away from us, we have nothing. There's no reason to live. And then you get an email address. I want to send out the message of hope. I want somebody to say, oh my goodness, if he can do it, I can do it too.
It was a lot of physical and spatial issues, not memory issues, that we noticed early on.
It started out slowly. Little things here and there that simply did not add up. Signs in hindsight of something terribly amiss.
I noticed even when he was still teaching, he was having a little trouble getting dressed. He'd miss a belt loop. He'd miss buttoning a shirt. You know, nothing major, but that was a physical, spatial thing that he was struggling with. The memory thing was fine. His personality at that time was fine.
But as the days ticked by, Sandy and her husband knew there was something wrong. This strong, athletic father of Maddie and Tyler, this beloved teacher of students at the Warwick High School, had trouble grading papers, completing a task, typing, even his handwriting changed. Then at the age of 46, a diagnosis.
My kids were in 8th grade and 10th grade. We were teaching Tyler to drive at the time. You know, and here we're dealing with an Alzheimer's diagnosis in the middle of driving lessons.
On this day, just 4 years later, Sandy comes to visit her 50-year-old husband in a memory care facility. This is a lockdown dementia unit where patients are monitored and cared for round the clock.
Hey, honey, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, look who else is here. Maddie's here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
This is dementia.
How are you?
Good.
And it is so much more than memory loss.
You want to go walk?
Yes.
Okay.
Sandy and her daughter Maddie visit with Kurt.
That's good. Come on.
And then Sandy gets Kurt caught up with the family.
We were looking at colleges.
Good.
And she was playing lacrosse. She did good.
Yes.
She did great playing lacrosse, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was sweet.
I'm so tired right now.
You're tired?
Yeah.
Dementia has stolen Kurt away. For Sandy, he's here, yet gone.
The Kurt we have now is so much a shell of the man I married. So it's a struggle because physically, yes, he's still here. But, you know, I think I'd said to you earlier, I have, you know, probably at this point 10% of my husband left. All right, now it's your favorite.
That was awesome.
So often people will come up to me and say, well, does he still remember you? I'm like, yeah, he totally still remembers me. Every time I come there, he's forgotten my name, but he calls me his honey. Knowing people is not the issue. He can't walk right now. He struggles even just walking, shuffling his feet. He can't feed himself anymore. And I miss being married in so many senses. He's here physically, but he's not here emotionally by any means. And so we've kind of had to rise up and take on the challenge of keep living life, though. We don't have a choice.